Kamala Harris was asked about it. We played her remarks yesterday. She said, I strongly disagree that we should be judging people based on who they vote for. So good. That was the only possible answer. And then she got asked again. My audience needs to brace itself. And here's how she answered. SOT 12.
Do you sympathise with any voters who do feel offended by or insulted by the garbage comments?
I am running for president of the United States. I will be traveling to 3 states today to do what I have been doing throughout, which is talking with the American people about the fact that, first of all, I get it in terms of the concerns they have about challenges like the price of groceries. Second, my highest priority is to address that and to lift them up around their ambitions, their aspirations, and their dreams.
No. Oh, there's the line. There's the line.
No.
The ambitions, aspirations line.
You know what?
Every time.
If there are like 3 college students out there looking for a costume tonight, you could go as that. I'm the ambitions, I'm the aspirations, and I'm the dreams. You could have like a little brother following you with that. I'm the work ethic. This is all she's running on. Just these words that have no actual meaning in terms of policy and what she's actually going to do when she gets in there. What a pivot, right? He says, do you empathize with any of the people who are feeling offended at being called garbage? And she says, what I can tell you is I understand they have, right, I come from a middle-class family and they have ambitions and aspirations and dreams, Stephen.
Yeah, I still maintain Kamala Harris, the person, doesn't actually exist. This is a performance by an actress. She pantomimes. She doesn't make eye contact. She's always just kind of doing the same gestures for whatever she does. This is a well-orchestrated circus, and it's a stage show. And in the end, it might work. They're really trying to Obama-ize this woman by having her hang out, spend the final 2 weeks on the campaign with Hollywood celebrities who are the last people in this country who don't have to worry about inflation or dreams or aspirations. And so, and this is a big thing going back to like Joe Rogan, which is, and Megyn, next time I'm on the show, I am going to demand you come to me and we're going to limit this to like 15 minutes. So I'm just going to let you know this. But it is this sense of entitlement. And this is what I don't get about this campaign is just kind of how it missteps every kind of step of the way and how tone deaf it is. And so she's in a position where she can't distance herself from her boss because her boss decided to put her name right up there next to his with, a little dash in there. And so when he goes off and he does this and she has to spend 3 days explaining it, her people are just kind of like, can we just dig a hole in the woods in Delaware and get rid of this guy by now? And so she's doing this juggling act. And unfortunately, she is not capable of pulling off the rhetorical tricks of somebody like Barack Obama.
She's like, it's so dumb. This is a no-brainer. Yes, I do empathize with them. I can see how that would be really insulting. And again, let me make clear, it's not how I feel. And I think Joe Biden tried to clarify what he was saying, but let me be perfectly clear on how I feel. That's it. You don't have to. When someone says something that incendiary, not only do you disavow it, you clobber them over the head with a club and then continue disavowing. There's absolutely nothing to be gained from leaving any ambiguity about just how grossed out you are about the comments. But she's scared. As always, she's scared. And she's supposed to take on Xi Jinping. All right, so the leftist media and their supporters and her supporters, they're also concerned about the Joe Biden comment. It's bad. Trump's not wrong. It is worse than deplorables. Enter the Lincoln Project. And the Lincoln Project, which is this group of, never Trumper former Republicans who are just the most vicious anti-Trumpers there are now, tries to change the narrative to Trump said it too. Trump said it too. And I saw somebody adding me on X yesterday with this. This is somebody from the Washington Examiner. Like, Trump said the whole country is garbage. Hello, he didn't. This is a different controversy. But what Trump said, Venezuela is sending us their prisoners and gang members like we're a garbage can. Like the United States is their garbage can. Not the same. Hello. The Lincoln Project refers to a different issue and puts together the following little bit. SOT 9.
And it's not her. It's the people that surround her. They're scum. They're scum. And they want to take down our country. They are absolute garbage.
This is from a September rally. So they're pushing that clip out. Like Trump called the people around Kamala Harris scum. And by the way, before I get to what he actually said, here's Lawrence O'Donnell again, making the most of it. Lawrence O'Donnell, who's like very, very clear that we need to make sure that we study the person's actual statement and we not get it wrong. Here he is responding.
Did Donald Trump mean that everyone who voted for Kamala Harris to be our vice president 4 years ago is garbage? That's 80 million people. Or did Donald Trump mean the Harris campaign staff? That's hundreds of people. Or the vice president's White House staff? Dozens of people. Or maybe the vice president's family? Did he mean her husband, Doug Emhoff? Donald Trump has never apologized for saying they are absolute garbage.
Okay, here is the actual Trump quote from that September rally.
Great patriots have been indicted by Fawny and her boyfriend, and it's a disgrace. Hillary Clinton wouldn't acknowledge the election. All of these senators like Shifty Schiff, but if we do it, it's a serious, serious crime. These people are sick. We got to get them the hell out of there. That was a fraud. 818,000 jobs, that's a fraud. If Comrade Kamala Harris gets 4 more years, you will be living a full-blown banana republic ruled by an anarchy and a tyranny. You're going to have something, and it's not her. It's the people that surround her. They're scum. They're scum. And they want to take down our country. They are absolute garbage.
There you go. So he is talking about Fani Willis, Adam Schiff, Hillary Clinton, people who have tried to deny his election, impeach him, and throw him in prison. He named names, the people around her. He named the names. He never said all of her supporters, her voters, or anything close to what Joe Biden said that night, just 2 nights ago, Stu. But this is, I mean, what are you going to do? It's the Lincoln Project. However, this is desperation. That's what we're watching here.
I think it is desperation. And I would note, too, to Lawrence O'Donnell, if he was talking about Doug Emhoff, if you knock up your nanny and slap women in public, then yeah, kind of you are garbage. You are scum. So I have no problem with that summary. Yeah. And I think like they're going to try to make this out to be, if they lose, they will say, oh, I can't believe that gaffe by Joe Biden at the end. Sure, that might be a factor here. But the bigger gaffe by Joe Biden was the 4 years of his presidency. The reason why this is close is because they've failed on every major issue that matters to people. You want to talk about a gaffe, go back and look at the people in Afghanistan hanging off the tires of a plane as it goes down the runway. That's a gaffe. A gaffe is 19% inflation. A gaffe is people not being able to afford groceries. A gaffe is, millions of people streaming across the border at will and committing crimes on the American people. Those are the things that are making this close enough that Joe Biden being a moron and blurting out what he's been thinking in private all the time in public, that's what makes that a problem. If they were up by 8 or 10 points, this wouldn't be an issue. They failed forever, and that's the real problem here. There's no spin control and no apostrophe that can save them on this.
Am I Racist is the Daily Wire's box office hit comedy, and it's the #1 grossing documentary of the decade. Good news is it's now available to stream exclusively on Daily Wire Plus. From the same team that brought you the cultural phenomenon What is a Woman? Comes their next big question. Am I racist? In this hilarious and revealing film, Matt Walsh goes deep undercover, infiltrating the bizarre world, truly, of diversity, equity, and inclusion. It's so good. You've got to see it. He gets the most powerful figures in the race-hustling establishment to say all the quiet parts out loud, exposing the absurdity of modern corporate and institutional diversity practices. And now you can witness the collapse of DEI from the comfort of your own couch. But here's the catch. You can only watch Am I Racist with a Daily Wire Plus membership. So don't miss out. Go to dailywire.com/subscribe and use code DEI to get 35% off your new annual membership. That's dailywire.com/subscribe and be sure to use the code DEI, love that, for 35% off your subscription. Am I Racist is streaming now exclusively on Daily Wire Plus. Thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.